Hey everybody, welcome back for another video. This video, we are going to finally finish out the series on the 1LE Camaro behind me. For those of you who haven't been following the last couple months, it's a 1998 Z28 Camaro with the very low numbers 1LE track pack in it. So, motor is back in for the second time after our little head gasket debacle. So as you see it, as it sits right now, have not fired it up. I've just basically gone through and checked everything, and we are going to fire this up for the first time for you guys on video. Hopefully everything turns out okay. Hopefully the last 3+ months and $4,000 hasn't been a complete fucking waste of time. We shall find out. Here we go. But before we get into the fire up, let's get into what happened and why I've been delayed another couple weeks and why I had to take the heads back off the car and redo half my work. So get into that right now. So here's my bullshit that I had to deal with. Got the head off one side, still have to take the passenger head off, but I'm gonna do this head, put it back on, torque it down, flip to the other side. But show you what the problem on this is. So on these early LS motors, GM in their infinite wisdom decided for whatever fucking reason, I don't know, to put a notch in right here. And it's somewhere between 30 and 40 thousandths thick. Why it's there, I have no idea. Later heads don't have that, but lucky for me, I've got that. The problem with that is, with these gaskets, they will not seal on that surface. Yep. Solution is these gaskets by Molly. As you can see, if I can get reflection there, they're still sealed up. I gotta do it anyway right now, so let's just cut them out and do it. So slice. Pull that out. Oh, of course it's double wrapped. So the solution is these gaskets made by Molly. These are multi-layer steel, obviously. Appears to be 3 layers thick. And the solution is, you can see right here, they have taken into account that stupid ass notch. For depending on which side of the motor it's on, you have notches for either. So these gonna go on that, and I'm gonna do this shit all again. So anyway, there's your solution for early LS heads on LS motors. Hopefully you guys see this video before you put your motor together and you don't get in the same situation I'm in. Okay, so we've got round 2. LS1 is back together. And this is all unedited. Gonna go pop the garage door open and gonna come back and start this up. Either things are gonna go really well or they're gonna go really horribly. Considering how the first couple of days of the year is already gone, I'm not expecting a lot here. So, hopefully everything went together fine. Hopefully the computer isn't fried. Gonna go ahead and double check everything one more time, pop that door open, get the exhaust out. This is gonna be open headers, it's gonna be loud. Not gonna be buying exhaust for this car because I know this motor is good. Battery's charged. Motor's full of oil. Coolant in the radiator. Gonna go ahead and cycle the key a few times just to build fuel pressure. And hopefully this bitch lights off. So I would have kept filming, but it was really hard to talk over how loud this thing is, and it doesn't even come across on video how loud the car is in the enclosed space of the shop. It's pretty loud. I don't need hearing protection, but it is loud. So it runs, sounds pretty good. I didn't let it idle long enough in the video to let you guys kind of hear the actual chop sound that it makes from the cam, but it's got a pretty decent chop to it. I'm just gonna go through and double check some stuff and go over everything, make sure everything's, you know, up to my standards, and then decide what I'm gonna do for the exhaust on it. I'm not sure if I'm gonna keep more like a race exhaust, keep it loud, or if I'm going to tone it down a little bit. It'll still be loud no matter what I do, but I haven't decided if I'm gonna go with the true dual exhaust I talked about earlier, or maybe custom make something myself, but get into that at a different time. Main problem I have right now is I can't get it out of my shop because I never had a finished driveway out there. So it's been raining for the past literally almost 2 weeks straight, and it's a muddy mess out there. So this thing might be stuck in here till I get a hard freeze and can actually get it out of my shop onto my existing driveway. So anyway, it runs, that's a bonus, and hopefully can get some future video on, you know, performance wise, like how good were the upgrades I did, what kind of difference did it make, because I'm sure some of you guys like me, you know, would want to know that stuff. So I might get into that into a future video as well. Other than that, that's about it. So next up, we're going to be going back to the C10 here. Probably gonna get started back working on the bed for the moment and get some of the rest of the metal work done. I'm gonna have to widen up the wheel tubs a little bit, maybe at least an inch or so to clear the tires that we talked about in an earlier video, but probably finish the metal work out on it, and so that'll be coming up soon. Other than that, it runs. That's always good. So that should finish out the engine build series for the 1LE Camaro. Maybe upgrades in the future will be on video. Who knows what I've got planned for this car. My mind changes a lot, but I'm gonna drive the shit out of it for right now and go from there. So, you know. But as always, thanks again for watching, everybody. We'll see you guys next time. Till then, goodbye. Damn, you know what I just thought about? Maybe not everyone has seen the other videos and was curious to know what I did to the motor. So I'm just gonna make a kind of a quick list of all the mods that's been done to this thing since I pulled it out. It's kind of a long list, but here goes. So starting from the inside, working our way out, the rotating assembly and the block are still original. I kept the pistons, the rods, and the crank, but it did get all new bearings, new piston rings, and re-honed it. Other than that, that's about all that I really kept. All new gaskets. I mean, every single gasket O-ring you can possibly think about has been replaced inside, outside this whole motor. The camshaft is a Texas Speed Torquer V2 cam. It is using actual LS1 lifters. The valve springs are a double spring that are good up to like a 660 lift. Titanium retainers, titanium keepers. The headers are 1 7/8 primary long tubes. Those are also Texas Speed. It does have EGR delete now. It has secondary air injection delete, rear O2 delete. The computer tuning was all done by Lawrence at LSX Power Tuning in Texas. I have dealt with him multiple times in the past. He has not let me down. So far his tunes have been pretty spot on and have been great, so I keep going back to him. I think that is about it. Anything that needed to be replaced was replaced. I mean, new oil pump, new timing chain, gear set, stuff like that. That's all new, because while you're in there, got to replace that stuff. So I mean, it is definitely a full-on rebuild, and with a lot of supporting mods as well. So I'm hoping this thing is definitely over 400 horse. I hope it's more in the range of 450 horse, but you know, you never know. You never know till you actually put it on a dyno to find out. But that's pretty much the mods done to it. So, again, for the second time, thanks again for watching, everyone. See you guys next time.